The Abyssal Shadows. An unforgettable deep-sea horror story. There is a place in the ocean that even seasoned sailors avoid, a trench so deep that no light has ever reached its bottom. They call it the Abyssal Rift, a chasm that seems to breathe with the rhythm of the sea itself. I had heard the legends, the whispered warnings, but as a scientist, I'd always dismissed them as stories meant to keep people away from dangerous waters. Until I went down there myself. It was supposed to be a routine dive. I was part of an exploration crew, tasked with gathering data on deep-sea ecosystems. We descended into the darkness, the light from the submersible fading with each meter. Eventually, we were left with only the dim glow of our spotlights slicing through the inky blackness. I didn't mind the quiet, it was almost peaceful. But that peace wouldn't last. At 4,000 meters, the radar picked up a large, moving object directly beneath us. At first, I thought it might be a whale or a rare giant squid, but the shape was wrong. Too long, too sinuous. And it was moving, slowly, purposefully, like it knew we were there. I peered out the window, and as my eyes adjusted, I saw it, a shadow, impossibly large, gliding just below us. It was hard to make out in the darkness, but I could see its outline, stretching longer than our submersible, moving with a terrifying grace. I wanted to pull back, to ascend, but a voice over the radio, my captain's voice, urged us to stay. He was just as fascinated as I was, drawn by the mystery. Then, we lost all communication. The radio cut to static, and the lights flickered. Panic surged through me, but I managed to stay calm, hoping it was just a glitch. Suddenly, something slammed into the side of our submersible, sending us spinning. The shadow had disappeared, but I could feel it, hovering just beyond the edge of the lights, watching us. The pressure gauge spiked, and I heard the metal groan. The walls of the submersible were bending, being crushed by the weight of the water, and something else. Then, it came closer. It was there, right outside the window. I could see rows of glistening teeth in a massive, gaping mouth. And its eyes, dark, endless, fixed on me, almost hungry. It pressed closer, its mouth widening, stretching as if it would swallow the entire vessel. I was paralyzed, trapped by its gaze, as if it could reach through the glass and into my mind. And then I blacked out. When I woke, I was back on the surface, alone in the submersible, with no memory of how I had returned. The rest of the crew was gone, and the only sound was the faint hum of static on the radio. As I sat there, trembling, I heard it again, the sound of teeth scraping against metal, coming from below. Even now, I can feel it watching me, waiting. The scientists don't believe me, they think it was just deep-sea pressure affecting my mind. But I know what I saw, what waits in the Abyssal Rift, hungry and patient, lurking just beyond the light. And when I close my eyes at night, I see those endless, dark eyes staring back at me, calling me back into the shadows.